Hey everybody, I am back at your request. We are going to take a look at this couple or connection and just see what we can find out. They definitely have a spiritual connection. I do feel that. I definitely feel the tie, the soul tie between them. I can feel the loyalty, I can feel the commitment, or maybe they just loyal to the pain. Sometimes pain is the connection. And sometimes you look at relationships and only the pain makes them compatible. So it could be some of that going on. When I meditated for him, I did hear three, and it felt like it was three people inside of him. Maybe there's some type of personality issues or things that could be happening. Definitely is some issues in the mind. But I kept hearing three. Like it's three of him. It's three parts to him. And she deals with each part of him. That's what it feels like. I also feel like he wants to get her to understand those three parts of him. And she can't. Why? Because she's focused on herself. She's focused on what she wants and what she desires. She wants better days. I think that she may be in love with his potential more than anything. And it's possible that it can just be all a dream. Maybe it's not potential. Maybe she's in love with her dreams that she has for him. Very, very possible. Because she believed that things would be better and greater and perfect. She really did. That's not a bad thing to believe in the potential of someone. But what she don't know is, and what they don't know is that they haven't even started day one of this potential. We always talk about being a better person, a better partner, a better spouse. The better days is ahead of them for real. For real, for real. They haven't got to the best days. I don't know if they will ever break up. To pull them apart would probably be to kill them. It will kill them. I don't see them separating. I see them feeding off each other. I see them being together for a long time, or at least being in this soul tie for a long time. So that's one of the things that I wanted to get out. Because her energies is very quiet. We'll get to her later. But with him, it felt like this multiple personality, this three people, these three entities inside of him, and he's trying to cope with them. He's been in conflict consistently. You know how you had conflict from time to time. I probably can say, what conflict did you experience in 2019? You may be able to um, talk about it maybe 2 to 3 fingers, maybe 4 if it was a rough year. But he has consistent conflict. Consistent. Yeah, he really do. Consistent conflict, not being able to connect to her or to others. His issues is beyond relationships. He just have a conflicted life. Why is that? I don't know. There's a long suffering around him. But let's look a little deeper. Let's see. He had conflict that causes him not to connect to others, to his partner, that causes him not to be normal. But yet he's not walking away from what he has. Weird. I'm showing opportunities that he could release this conflict. So he's also in bondage. He's holding on to that conflict. He could be having major issues with other fire signs as well. But this is purpose. He's holding on to the drama in his life and the experiences in his life. He's holding on to it. He had many opportunities to let it go. Yeah, there you go right there. Three of Swords in reverse. He's a problem keeper. He's a pain keeper. He's a hoarder of hurt. Day one. That's who he is. That's what he was when he met her. He holds on to the hurt. He remembers the pain, not the lessons, because the lessons can free him. Remember, learning and healing? Nope. He remembers the hurt. He remembers the pain. It's the thing that keeps him from connecting to others and to her. I don't know why I keep leaving her. Maybe he keeps leaving her. He say, I'm like this and I'm holding on to this and I remember this pain, I remember this hurt, I remember the betrayal. I'm holding on to my stuff. And by holding on to this, it causes me not to connect to my partner. Been like this all my life. Why? Sometimes it's just easier to do the same thing over and over. This is the method of survival. It keeps him balanced. It keeps him on his toes. Remembering the pain, keeping the pain keeps him alive. If he ever was to let go of this pain, he probably couldn't even handle the emotions that comes after that. He wakes up with his pain. I actually just saw him sip a drink as soon as he wake up. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps a bottle on the side of the bed, because this is what keeps him up. This is his coffee. This is what keeps him strong. This is what makes him powerful. It's keeping the pain. You know what's so amazing? I just saw Kobe Bryant. Maybe, not May. It's a connection there. I wouldn't know what it is. It happens a lot during the messages. But I just saw Kobe Bryant. He did a video on, you guys can look it up. I think it was Sesame Street. And he talks about embracing the darkness, embracing your pain, embracing the bad to be stronger. And this is what I feel. This also keeps him away from the light and keeps him away from the love and keeps him away from the union that he can have deeper with her. The love is backwards. I just saw love written upside down. It's backwards. But that's their love. He doesn't want to walk away from her. He never want to walk away from this union and connection that he has with her. He want her to deal with it. He want her to deal with this. He doesn't plan to walk away. He wants to create some type of plan that they can exist inside of this behavior. I just saw exist written backwards. That was weird. This is a conflicted person that's dealing with a lot of demons. I must just say it like that. A lot of demons, a lot of darkness, and he has found a way to embrace it, to stay strong. He has found a way to live with it and also use it for his what? For his world, for his life, for his power. He doesn't want to walk away from this. This is his living. This is the way he lives. He wants to keep unity with her. He wants to stay with her. He wants to always be with her. She's chosen. He chose her. He found her. He wants that to continue to happen. He takes actions with her. He wants to connect to her. He wants to stay with her. He doesn't want to walk away from her, but there is no work. No work to do what? To be mentally better or clearer. Even when you hold on to the pain, it prevents you from having clarity in the mind. It's a lack of light here. He stays on her. I don't even know what that means. I have his energy going towards her with much strength and action, but no work of clarity. You know, sometimes we say mind, body, and soul. We'll say that. But I have him approaching her body only. But I do feel the tie. And the tie is connected to him owning her, if that makes any sense. I own you, you're mine. And when he approaches her in his direction towards her, and that purpose and energy around him coming towards her, I just see a body. I just see his body. No work, no clarity, no. I don't know what he's offering her. Let's try. Let's try to find out. I feel law, contract. I feel sacrifice. I feel that's what I feel. Yeah. Feels more like a sacrifice right now. Let's see what he's offering her. Nothing. Knight of Cups in reverse. See, that's the odd part about this. I feel a soul tie. I feel this bondage between the two of them. I feel his decision to stay in control and to stay with her and to stay united with her. But the energies around them are voided. It doesn't have anything around it. It's built on what? What type of sacrifice? What type of connection is this? They're locked together. I don't know what keeps them together. If I can explain it, it just looks like they holding each other up. I have the action of him going towards her, not desiring to leave her. The energies going towards her it's not love. It's not pure love. It's not offers of love. He runs to her, but not to work on the relationship. He runs to her to not do life work. He's facing her and going towards her. And the Knight of Cups in reverse, it makes no sense. Let's see what else. No commitment. This almost feels like I live with you, I'm with you, my body is next to yours. I lay with you, you are mine. We are connected forever. But I have nothing to give you outside of this. I just saw a wedding that maybe he did his own vows, but he pretty much says to her at the altar, I don't give myself to you, but you're mine. Weird. Weird. Then I got another entity that feels very safe and stable when he's with her. I have this soft person that feels like they're not in control of themselves. It's almost like a little boy that's not sure on what to do and where to go. Why do it feels like I see her helping him walk to the kitchen because he's in some type of pain or not able to move. I wouldn't be surprised if he's on any pills. All right. So let's go back to the very beginning. I see three inside of him, three parts of him that she deals with as a whole. There's this person here that is full of conflict and arrogance and ego and so disconnected from reality. And this is how they live day to day. And they run the house, they rule the house, they rule the relationship, and they create different ways to not go forward. That's weird. So sometimes she deals with this ruler, and he rules and he instructs and he delegates, and it goes nowhere. Had this other person here inside of him that just want to be with her, want to be with her, want to work together, want to be as a team, want to be balanced, taking actions, showing up on time. For some reason it feels like he's late all the time, and he shows up on time, but he's there and not willing to do the work. This makes me feel like a day or a week of sobriety, but not able to perform in the daily duties of life. Then I get this withdrawal or this after effect when there are days he is home and present and stable, but weak, needing her support, needing her help. Feels like she's dealing with a patient. I don't understand this type of connection without love being the core. It's very hollow. Very hollow. Maybe we can get more understanding from her. She wanted to be rescued. She wanted to be rescued and she wanted to help him. The same type of toxic traits. Looking for someone to heal. Looking for someone to have as a companion. And she meets him. She doesn't see him the way he sees himself. He sees himself as the broken heart. She sees him as healing. She sees him as getting better, becoming better. She sees him as coming out of the darkness, coming out of the cave. She sees potential in him. And she begins to offer herself to him. She want to pull him out of the pain, pull him out of the lies, pull him out of the darkness. She needed to be, she's not able to. She's not able to. She needs to be rescued too. Let's find out why. Well, she feels that she was rescued. see what that's all about. Yeah, because she was without purpose too. Yeah. She was without purpose. She didn't know who she was. She found him to find. Okay, so she kind of created a life off of him. She was lost before she met him, but she sees him in a whole different light. She sees his light. She sees his light. She sees his potential. She's trying to get him out of this cave. hmm You know, I had taught my women about a story in the Bible that talks about this man that lived in a cave. Um, well, I'll say it was symbolic darkness, isolation by a cemetery. This is actually a biblical story. And no one would walk past him or want to walk past him. They were so scared of him because he was filled with demons. I don't even know why I'm telling you the story, but um, these demons was inside of him and they was speaking through him and they had taken control of him for so very long. Nobody was able to tame this man. Nobody was able to do anything to him. You couldn't imprison him. Everybody was afraid to put him down or put him away or get control over him. Everybody scared of him. That they was afraid to walk past that street until the day they were cast out. She believes that that can happen to him, not knowing that she needed for herself. That's the funny part. She's not stable with him. She's very unstable when she's with him. I don't feel any fear whatsoever. She's not walking away from him. She's not afraid of him. She finds strength when she's with him. Being without him will make her weak. She will find victory in their relationship. She spiritually believes that they are meant to be together. She believes that they are soulmates. But how in the hell? I have never saw nothing like this before. I said nothing like this before. I have never saw, usually I would say something like this before. But I actually said nothing like this before. I repeated it because I know that when I make mistakes, I'm not making mistakes because I'm looking at two cards. That's the heart of their connection. And his is action with the Knight of Cups in reverse, and hers is the High Priestess with the Ace of Cups in reverse. How is love not the core of the relationship? And there's so much attachment around it. She want to be his empress. She wants to grow with him. She wants to have a new beginning with him. She fights with him so he can be with her. She goes through these ups and downs. She goes through his abuse. She goes through his personalities. She fights every spirit in him to be with him. And she finds no change. No change. No change whatsoever. It doesn't matter if they break up, divorce, separate. It doesn't matter. They're chained to each other. Seriously. Spiritually. Seriously, spiritually. They're chained to each other. But I don't have a core. I don't see the core. Where's the hole? Where is the eye of this storm? I don't see the eye of it. They're not done yet. They're not done yet. It's almost like they're in slavery together. Weird. I'm trying to see if it's something else. So weird. I don't know. So weird. So weird. It's so weird. I can't even, I don't even mean it. Like, I don't even know how I mean that. It's just so weird. Very peculiar. She hurts herself to be with him. She gets hurt being with him. It's like falling in love with Edward Scissorhands. She's in love with Edward Scissorhands. She's in love with him. She's lusting after him. I don't see the love. She is passionately attracted to Edward Scissorhands. And she sees so much good in him that she does not believe that she will be bruised by him. And she goes through the process of being cut and hurt just to hug him, just to embrace him. Oh my gosh, they are chained together. I don't think it's nothing else I want to know about them. I don't feel like there's anything else to see about them. I think that's it. I really do. They gotta find a light. They gotta find the light. They gotta find the purpose. They got to. They got a lot to do. They got a lot to do. They make me feel like I'm just talking now. I'm done. But they make me feel like this movie that my grandson used to love so much. But you know how kids are. I used to get tired of hearing the songs on this movie, and he loves it. And then as soon as he grew out of it, I guess, and I started to love it. And he doesn't want to watch it anymore. It makes me angry. He's on to some new stuff now. But it's called Coco. That's what the name of the movie is. And he sings with this guitar, and they be jamming on there. And I like that song, like "Remember Me." I don't know all the words. Dun 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 dun. Remember me, and it's just something about the songs on there. I finally learned them and started liking them, and that's how it feels to me and how it looks to me as I see them walking in the spirit, um, with these handcuffs on each other's hands, and they walking into a land like that. Not the first part of Coco, but the end part. Just something about that. Just something about that. It's amazing because I don't think I've ever did messages for an actual couple who has a connection that's not built on love and light. Of course it's there. This is all spiritual. But it's definitely covered up by a lot of other teachings, talking, sacrifice. Um, the love and light is deep down in them. It's more about sacrifice and worship or something. I don't know. So, to the person who asked me to do this, I hope I gave you what you were looking for. If not, you can always put specific questions down there and we can do it again later. Okay, talk to you guys soon. Bye bye.